let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at the DC Multiverse Superwoman. Now, this is part of the Starro, the Conqueror wave. So, I did pick this up at Target. She is from the Crime Syndicate. And, yeah, man, she looks like a pretty dope figure from what I can tell so far. So, we're going to crack it open. See how good it really is. So my McFarlane mercenaries, I think we got us another hard hitter for sure. Taking a look at the packaging, typical box, showcasing the figure and the accessories or lack of accessories when it comes to McFarlane. But you do get two big ass pieces that's part of that Build-A-Figure Starro. Side, the back. You get an image of the Build-A-Figure, the Starro Build-A-Figure. Also, the figures that are part of this wave. We recently did a review on that Superman of Earth -3. Go ahead and check that video out. So, our second one is going to be Superwoman. So, it's 4 figures to build this, to build Starro. I think I did see the next figure to be released for this particular wave. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. And yeah, that's it for packaging, man. So if you're new to the channel, we do unboxes live, uncut, raw, no editing allowed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Get my knife. So I did see this at Target. And when I saw it, first of all, it was going to be a definite buy no matter what, because I do want to build that Starro. And even more so, even now, checking out how big that damn thing is going to be, I'm all in. And also, because she looked dope as hell. All right, let's see. It's like, all right, let's... Struggling. All right, there we go. Feels like, okay, so check this out. It's something new. They got the Build-A-Figure tied to the back of the insert cardboard. Never seen that before with McFarlane, but so where's my knife? Let's get the knife. I could edit this out, but that's why I don't. Because, you know, I wouldn't have known this, and you guys probably wouldn't have known it either, because I have never seen that done by McFarlane. Alright. So we got that out. Comes with... Now, that Superman of Earth -3 figure that I did a review on, he also came with this accessory. And from photos, it looks like it wraps around the chest. So, we'll get into this, as well as this big-ass shit. This thing is huge. Got a couple ties. Let me get. I might, depending on how I feel, edit it out. But you know my slogan: no editing allowed. You guys collecting this wave? How you guys feel about McFarlane toys, man? I see a lot of mixed reviews. Some people like it. Some people don't. I like it. I think his sculpts are in paint. Kills it. He does have some issues with how his sculpts break up with articulation, like at the elbow sometimes. I do like how his thigh cuts or thigh rotation is up in the hip. I do like that. Okay, you know what? I like the ball at the hip. I like that. something I think Hasbro needs to do with their Marvel Legends. They do it with the G.I. Joes, but yeah. That's it for packaging. We're going to file that to the side. Move these ties. Get my knife. And let's see. Here's another thing that I don't like is his figures tend to have issues standing because of how heavy the ankle ratchets are. But this one, nice and smooth. She can stand. Check it out. Little to no effort. And I didn't feel those big clicky ratchets inside of the ankle. So far so good. But check out this piece. It's bigger than her. And I think that's, yeah, so this Starro is going to be huge. I like the paint, the wash on it, the sculpt is done pretty good. This is what, one of the tentacles or something like that? I think so. It's super solid. The teeth are very hard, so be careful. It just, it gets a little pliable at the tip, but as far as, it's a big piece of hunk of plastic, so it comes with that. We went over the other accessory. I guess you could call it an accessory. But you get some translucent plastic in there. It's done pretty good. Little mouth in there. And like I said, I think it wraps around the chest from some of the images I've seen. Yeah, that makes more sense. Right? And of course you get the trading card and the McFarlane puck. But let's go ahead and bring her in close and take a look at the details, right? She does suffer from the side eye, the McFarlane side eye. I noticed that right off the bat. It ain't as bad, I guess, because one of the eyes, the hair covers up the other eye. But I'm so tired of the side eye, dude. He should throw in an extra head sculpt if he wants to include that side eye look. But yeah, other than that, she has a nice wash, like hints of shadowing going on the leg. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but that looks really, really good. Gives it like shadows, a shadowing effect. The wraps on the legs are done pretty good. Actually, they're done really good to be painted. And they are sculpted, so it is actual sculpted on the leg, as well as on her feet. You get some imperfections, but not too big of a deal. They are like those wedge teal type of shoes. Nice texture and detail to the skirt. Kind of looks like leather. You get a some paint. Get the S here near the neck. Get these silver. Yeah, the silver almost look like a blue. A hint of blue to it. Definitely is. Gauntlets on the forearm. But the head, look how well the lipstick is applied. The eyebrows, the eyes, the paint is, for the head sculpt, is pretty damn good. Also, man, look, check this out. She has some blue tint in the hair. And the hair is sculpted very well, as you can see. And like I said, man, fresh out the box, she looks really good. And surprisingly, she stands pretty good. Now, feels like this leg is a little loose, but yeah, there she is. Superwoman from the Crime Syndicate. And she falls over, of course. I knew that was going to happen because that one ankle feels a little loose. So let's go straight into our articulation. The head, unless mine is stuck, well, it's the hair. So she doesn't get much up as I would like. Looking down, Pretty good. It's okay. You do have some nice amount of tilt for expression. It's one thing that McFarlane does very well is that ball joint. I mean, I wish, of course he could do better because, but she does, her hair is hindering her. So arms, almost a Y, right? So that's pretty good. And that butterfly, you do have a butterfly joint in there, which matches up very well the skin tone with the skin tone. And they go back a decent amount. Coming forward, not as much, really. But back is damn good, right? Of course, you get your forward and back. You do have a bicep swivel on the female, and kind of breaks up because they sculpted the shoulder with the indent for the bicep. I think he could do a little bit better with that. You do get that range in that butterfly joint. She has double jointed elbows, which ain't too bad. There's a little bit of missing plastic there, but it ain't bad at all. Wrist swivel, of course, and they have that McFarlane hinge, and that ball hinge that he uses, it separates at times. So be careful if you try to go in the incorrect direction that it's facing, it'll pop. But you can get it to go vertical, and if you turn the ball, you can get it to hinge in and out. Let's see the torso, man, because this is interesting. There's no cut, as you can see. So all of that is going to be done in a hit. And, man, you get absolutely nothing going forward. And there's some ratcheting in the legs. Okay, going back, you get that much. Going forward, you get nothing. Oh, man, that's kind of terrible, man. I guess, the super, you know what? I'm kind of upset that there's no crunch. None whatsoever. And also, she has a fist, and it looks like, look at this, man. Why does she have a trigger finger hand? Is there something that I don't know? Does Superwoman have a weapon of some sort? I don't know. I don't read the comics, so I'm not 100% sure. The legs can do the splits, so that's pretty cool. And they a little loose. You have a little bit of thigh rotation in there. Wish it was a little bit better, especially for going out, coming in. Her leg hinges up, or swivels up that far. And look at the bun. Check this out. How he sculpted the buns. Superwoman a little thick, huh? But he sculpted the buns in the leg. And it like breaks up and kind of hollow. I do not like that. I don't like that. It's sculpted in the diaper area, right? And this part is glued on, so be careful and check that out. I knew that was gonna happen. McFarlane glue is terrible, so check that out. The glue it came off, so be careful with that. Coming back, she could come back quite a bit. This does get out the way. McFarlane's quality, man, sometimes is so damn shaky. And you know what? Maybe that's one of my biggest issues with McFarlane. Let's finish the articulation. Is the fact that his quality, his plastics feel a little cheap. If you handle her and you handle, one thing I will say about Hasbro, you handle a Hasbro figure, the plastic feels cheap. It's almost like that the plastic of a Barbie doll. Honestly, the knee, double jointed knee, and it looks terrible. Look at that. Look at that shit, man. And I mean, you can even see the L in there for left. For the left hinge. Look how broken up that is. And look at the kneecap. That's why I do the reviews for you. That. You know, he makes his figures look good, but the quality of the plastic, this type of shit here, is terrible. And like his glue, I've done a few videos. I don't even think I've posted them of figures of McFarlane's where the glue does this. It's man, that's crazy. Let's finish it up. Foot hinges down, not much at all. Runs right into the back of the calf. Hinging forward, get about that much, and man, look at this. You get no, I mean, unless you spin that ball. Let's see if you could do that. Spin the ball and then spin the foot. Okay, like so, but that looks terrible, right? So nah, that ain't gonna work. So there's no ankle pivot, so count that out. This ankle is super loose. This one, yeah, they're both super loose. There's no ratchet, no ankle pivot. You get rotation, but I'm not even sure if that even helps. You get a toe, that McFarlane toe hinge. And look at that. The quality on these figures, yo, they look good, but man, I tell you. I talk shit about Hasbro, but you would never, I mean, I'm not going to say never, but the quality of the plastic and they have the seamless like articulation. Recently reviewed this Ravager Thor, but the you guys, if you guys collect both lines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But look at the difference. Look at how more smoother the joints are than McFarlane's. And yeah, this is pinless, but let's go. Let's see. Do I have a Hasbro? Yep. Here we go right here. Also recently reviewed. Now this is pin. It breaks up a little bit, but not as much as they can smooth the forearm out. I mean, and the cap is just extra protruding and not as recessed and flush. They need to their tolerances, they need to do something with that elbow. They need to shave more plastic. And honestly, they need better plastic. Truthfully. Shit come unglued and all that, man. That's terrible. It feels like the quality of a Barbie doll. But there she is. Is this a buy or pass for the Build-A-Figure? Man. I mean, and this thing ain't gonna articulate. It's just gonna look good on the shelf. But I don't know, man. I'm buying it for the Build-A-Figure Sorrow. And that's about it, man. But I mean, some of his figures are dope. and they nail it. But on some, man, it's just like rushed and cheap. Let's go over size comparisons, man. This is the Batman from the Batman movie. This is how these guys scale. If he can stand. And that's the problem, man. It's like hard to get these guys to stand. She looks a little bit taller than him. Let's go over the hazmat suit. Batman. That's how those guys scale. And let me see. There's another Batman. I wanted to, because she looks about, they all look about the same size, same height. Let's see. He's not standing up completely. Now, he was a really good figure. Forgot which Batman that was. But yeah, let's get my man, 100 grand. Major Blood. She towers over him. Of course, it's a 7-inch line. Now, she doesn't want to stand. Neither does Major Blood. That's how those guys scale. Gotta get my girl Riri. So her and Riri scales. Towering over her. And we'll do reseller review Red Hood. And like I said, man, the sculpt looks good, but man, he needs to work. Instead of releasing all these damn figures as much, I mean, I appreciate it, but he needs to take time and kind of like reduce the number of figures he's putting out. Especially with the DC Multiverse, and actually like take time to nail the articulation, do better with the joints as far as how, you know, the amount of plastic that is taken out and not taken out in certain areas where it needs to be, and his quality of plastic, man, he's getting over on us with that shit. Here he is, or here she is, with Halo Master Chief. This is a Series 1 version. Both 7-inch figures. And this one right here, man, this one is it's Frost King. He's huge. This is McFarlane's Frost King. That's how those guys scale. He was dope. I really like this Build-A-Figure here. And we've already seen it next to Thor, Ravager Thor by Hasbro. Anyway, I feel like this video is longer than it should be, but we did run into some issues. We exposed some shit. The glue coming off always on these McFarlane figures. How it just, it's hollow, how it breaks up in the scope, in the back, the knees, how terrible that looks. The elbows ain't as bad, but he needs to work on sculpting it a little better than what it is. And even though he nails his paint, he does, I mean, I'm not really too mad at the paint, but man, it's like a love-hate relationship. It's like I'll do a review for one of his figures, his DC Multiverse figures, and then the next one be some shit like this. She looks good. She'll look good on your shelf. I'm buying it for real for this Starro Build-A-Figure. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Of course, because that ankle is super loose. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying, man. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.